Welcome to Running Predefined Reports. In this module, you'll learn how to view, run, and export predefined reports. Reports in CQRS share similar functionality. Your organization and role will affect the reports you can view. The Reports tab allows users to run, view, save, print, or export reports. Sub-tabs that reports are available from include Achievement, Participation Management, Data Entry, Declarations, and Administration. You're familiar with the concept of CQRS organizations and roles. As CQRS supports multiple organizations and roles, not everyone will have access to the same reports. As there are multiple reports and some are not applicable to all users, we developed a reports job aid named CQRS Available Reports. This job aid lists and describes each report, along with the roles that can run the report. This job aid is available on the CQRS Learning Center. After you log in and select the Reports tab, you'll see sub-tabs that list the available reports you can run. Report sub-tabs and the reports listed within each tab will vary depending on the user's organization and assigned roles. All reports in CQRS basically function the same way. Let's look at an example. Once the Reports tab is selected, the screen will default to the first sub-tab, for which the user can run reports. In this example, the user has access to achievement reports. The list of available reports is shown here. Each report sub-tab contains a previously run table that lists the reports that have already been run for that sub-tab only. You can view the name of the report and the date on which you ran the report. You can open and view any of the reports in the previously run table by clicking on the name of the report. Notice at the bottom of the screen that you can determine how many reports you would like to view in the table at the same time. If you have a large number of reports, you can scroll through the reports using the Numbers or Next button. You may also delete one or more reports from the table by selecting the box next to the report name and then selecting the Delete button. CQRS allows you to use your cursor to hover over a report name for a description of the report. Now let's look at the steps required to run a report. For training purposes, we will run an achievement report. There are a number of available reports shown here. Remember, the types of reports available to run will vary depending on the sub-tab chosen. Begin by selecting the type of report you want to run. In this example, we will run an achievement summary report. After selecting the report name, the next screen you will see will require you to select the parameters of the report. Most reports require that you select parameters based on which report you wish to run. Asterisks next to items indicate which information is required in order to run the report. Notice the small question mark next to the report name. Selecting the question mark opens a help window. When you're finished with help, simply close the window. Remember, each report will have its own unique parameters. After selecting your parameters, select the Run Report button. Once you select Run Report, you will receive a message like the one shown here. Your report will process in the previously run table and then open in CQRS in a separate tab. Here is an example of the report we selected. Let's take a look at the components in this report. All predefined reports are similar in appearance. If the report has multiple pages, you can scroll through the pages by using the arrow buttons. You can also jump directly to a page by clicking in the page field and typing the number. Buttons located at the top of the report provide the option of printing your report, saving it, or exporting the report. You can export the report and save it to your computer in either PDF, Excel, or CSV, separate values formats. You can drill down to see more detail by selecting a link in the report. For example, selecting the atrial fibrillation link in this report provides additional information. If you wish to save your report, you must click the Save button. It will then be saved in and accessible from the previously run table. If you do not save the report and close out of it, the report will not save. Note that if you run a report that you had run previously, both reports will appear in the previously run table with the same name. You'll be able to differentiate between them based on the date and time they were run. For example, the report we just ran had been run several days earlier. Although the report name is the same, the date and time are different. After you have closed your report, you can view it any time by simply clicking on the report name in the previously run table to open it. Note that when you open a report from the previously run table, you cannot set any parameters. It is essentially a read-only document. To set parameters, you will need to run a new report. All reports can be exported and saved in these formats. Let's take a few minutes to summarize what we covered in this module. You'll be able to access a central UK-based help desk staffed by knowledgeable people who can swiftly resolve issues and provide informed help and guidance with queries on the system. Help desk support hours will be 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday. Note that some links for additional information are displayed. You can also find additional training resources in the CQRS Learning Center. The Online Courses tab contains more in-depth training modules for both commissioning organizations and service providers. The Job Aids and Tutorials tab contains simulation tutorials that demonstrate the specific steps required to complete common and/or critical CQRS tasks and job aids, providing key learning points and steps for common and/or critical CQRS tasks. And finally, you can view, print, or download the CQRS User Guide directly from the CQRS system itself.